before AEW was a thing, before Double or Nothing had happened, before the show had sold out, before matches had taken place and rosters were announced, there was just, you know, a handful of us who believed in this project.
Well, the announcement is our second show is actually going to be right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Not only is it going to be here in Jacksonville, Florida, a large portion of the gate is going to go to benefit victims of gun violence.
I thought, well, what would be a good match that could, you know, draw? What would be a good selling match? And I consider Matt and Nick the best tag team in the world currently. So I thought I'd test myself against them. And it wasn't really until the moment that a lot of people, you know, got to enjoy and see with me and Chicken here that I really saw the light on the whole thing and thought, well, what would be better than the Bucks versus the Rhodes?
I need my older brother.
I thought you were gonna say no.
I'm not gonna say no.
I thought you were gonna say no.
I'll never say no.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't.
But I really wanted to retire. And when he asked me to be his partner, that he needed his older brother, what can you say to that? You have to accept that, because that's your brother. That's family. That's blood. Who are these Young Bucks? Tell me a little bit about them. I've kind of scouted them just a little bit and watched their stuff, and I watched Fyter Fest, and they do a lot, which kind of scares me.
They do everything. They are not a less is more type team. They do it all. When you watch their match at Fyter, what did you think?
Very exciting. They do some amazing things. I respect their abilities, but they make fun of people a lot, and that kind of got under my skin, what they did with their whole blood thing. So, Young Bucks, Fight for the Fallen. I will power slam the both of you so hard, your souls will leave your bodies.
You don't know the story, but I'll share it. Please don't edit it, but it kind of adds some fuel to the fire for what ultimately would just be a friendly, competitive match. However, we did a dinner a few nights ago, and we were with some of the TNT folks, and Tony Khan is talking about how you and I were a very good tag team.
Yeah, I'm right.
He's talking about some of the matches we had, and, you know, as someone who was a fan of The Observer, he was talking about how, you know, critically we were reviewed well, and Kenny Omega just exclaims, shocked, really?
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I thought, this is the same guy who thinks Taka Michinoku is a legend, but he doesn't know about the Brotherhood. He doesn't know about Dustin and I. And it's a little...
Where you been, man?
Yeah, it's a little needling, and I understand, you know, I love Matt and Nick, and this is a friendly outing.
We were the first team to beat the Shield. So they weren't watching that? They didn't see that? Or is that just bullshit?
So, weren't watching, or pretending they weren't watching, but however, I was watching the Bola Six-Man, Briscoes, Ladder Wars, Motor City Machine Guns, the silly-ass trampoline wrestling that Dragon Gate does. I was watching all that. I think me being so familiar with them, they're at a complete disadvantage because they seem to be unfamiliar with us. I mean, if you check social media and they're flirting with the Usos regularly, we beat the Usos' ass for like 2 years straight. So I think they're at the disadvantage here. I think people who are elite fans would absolutely think this is some sort of like odd man pairing. This isn't. We were a great tag team. To think mainstream and, you know, put your nose down at us because we were on TV making money, screw that. I'm maybe a little more mad about it than I thought.
Are you that good, Young Bucks?
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we will.
Hey, this is the American Nightmare Cody. Be sure to follow ITV Wrestling on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.